Hello and welcome to Legacy IAS. Here we will be discussing some of the previous year questions of GS. Okay, it can be GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4, any of them, but these are previous year questions. So once we discuss them, the idea is that you try to write the answer on your own, depending upon whatever framework has been provided here. You try to write the answer on your own. Okay, once you are done writing on your own, then you can let us know if you want a model answer. Please post it in the comment box so that we will be giving you the model answer. From there you can compare what points you could have added, what more points, some statistical data, some names of the committee that can be added, okay, which will enhance your answer. Okay, so today we will be discussing about two of the society related questions which has been asked last year in GS paper 1. Okay, both these questions are of 150 words only. So it's a 10 marker question. So basically we will be having two sides of the sheet to write the answer, because it is usually expected that we are consuming 100 words per sheet. So it would be around 2 sheets which is provided to you. Okay. So how to start writing answer? So once we have got the question, what we need to do at the first place is do the first reading. Once we are done with the first reading, it is for the understanding of our own. Okay, now that we have understood the question, we can underline the keywords. Okay, for the second reading we can underline the keywords and start answering so that we do not deviate from the topic. Otherwise, what is the problem is usually once we start writing, we tend to write what we know rather than what is being asked in the question. Okay, so let us first read the question. It says, explore and evaluate, okay, the impact of work from home. So we need to analyze this part, work from home, on family relationship. So basically the positive and the negative consequences of work from home on family as an institution. What were the positive and the negative consequences that we had to discuss? Okay. So coming to the first part, that is the introduction. So in when you're writing the answer, there should be 3 clear-cut separation. Introduction, change the paragraph, leave some line, then body, then change the paragraph, leave some line, and conclusion. Okay. So once we are into this pattern, for this question, COVID-19, we had to describe that COVID-19 was a pandemic which forced people to stay within the 4 boundaries of 4 walls of their home. Okay. Now, because they have had to stay this, there was no other option. So various MNCs and various companies, they opted for work from home. They said that you sit at home, but you continue to do the official task, whatever has been given to you. Okay. So that is how you develop the connection between COVID-19 and work from home. So that is how you have described what is work from home also. And when did it come to picture? Okay. Now in body, here we need to discuss about the positive as well as the negative consequences. Okay. Okay, so with respect to the positive consequences, how work from home has helped building family relationship, some of the major contributions has been done in the geriatric care. Geriatric care means old age people, caring of the old age people. Now, because people were asked to do work from their home, so whatever buffer time they used to get, wherein they have less work or some work which can be done while sitting with the family, okay, or a period wherein the commutation time, all that time, because time availability increased, so working people, they were able to give time to their parents as well as the children. Okay, so which has led to overall growth in children, because children have got time from their parents, so which has nurtured, which has improved the values or the care, love coming from family to children. Okay, so old age care and the children growth, okay, that was some of the major positive contributions of work from home. Apart from that, it also led to gender equality, because the household chores were shared between the male member and the female member. Okay, and the spouse, the husband, wife, the couple, they shared, where whoever was getting the buffer time, they were conducting the household chores. So it led to gender equality at the family as an institution. And it also reduced the commutation related stress. Okay, so because people did not have to commute to office, so financial stress reduced, time related stress reduced, And all this was contributing positively to geriatric care or children growth or gender equality. And this was another major advantage, that was joint family. Okay, so what happened during COVID-19 or work from home facility? People who had out migrated, who had moved from their houses to various urban tier 2, tier 3 cities, okay, they moved back to their home and they started working from their home. So for a short period of time when they were living with the family, we had growth of joint families. It led to the feeling of belongingness or collectivism, which is all promoted in a family as an institution. So such kind of cultural values, such kind of social values increased. Okay. Overall, these were the major positive contributions. But unfortunately, there were some negative contributions also of work from home. Okay, and that was majorly shadow pandemic. Shadow pandemic basically means domestic violence. So we have witnessed increase in domestic violence cases during the this COVID-19 pandemic. Also, the poor work life balance, because people were not able to give sufficient time to their task, to their official task. Now because the same time was divided with family as well as with official tasks, they were not able to focus on the work. So ultimately companies started pulling back people. They said that we will be closing down now, work from home, you will have to come to office to work. So poor work life balance led to companies asking them to come back to work, and it also led to family related issues. It also led to chaos. It also led to disruptions within family. Okay, so this we could have described in the body of this question. Okay, now coming to the conclusion part. So overall we observed that it was a mixed bag, right? We had some major positive contributions, we do have some major negative contributions also. Because of work from home culture and the parents sitting at home and working for long hours, children were provided with digital devices. Their screen time increased significantly. These were some other major negative consequences. Okay. So overall, we can say that it was a mixed bag, okay, with some positive contributions, some negative contributions. So overall, it was dependent on the nature of work. So was it very much stressful? Was the work too much? Okay, it was dependent upon the nature of work as well as the financial security and physical space. So let's say within a home there are 4 people who have to attend a meeting, and if it's a big house, so they can sit in 4 corners of the house and then conduct their work. Okay, but if the physical space is narrow, small, then they will have to compromise with this. Okay, and financial security. If those people who are doing work from home, if they have financial security, so if the workload is increasing, then they could have quit the job. That stress they were not having. If they were not having this security, that is financial insecurity, then if they are not able to give positively to their work, then it led to various kind of family disruptions. Okay, so all in all, this is how we can conclude the answer. Now let us move to the next question, which says, how is the growth of tier 2 cities related to the rise of new middle class? Okay, so basically in the first reading we will go through the question. It says, how is the growth of tier 2 cities related to the rise of new middle class, with an emphasis on the culture of consumption. Okay, in the second reading, what we need to do is we need to basically underline the keywords. So the first keyword here is tier 1, tier 2 cities. Okay, and how these tier 2 cities is leading to growth of new middle class, and this new middle class is getting a greater culture of consumption. Okay, so in introduction we could have simply joined the concept of tier 2 cities with rise of the new middle class. So basically we had to explain what is new middle class. And new middle class is somebody who will be ready to spend more for comfortability. Okay, new middle class is somebody who is ready to spend more for comfortability, and this class is more settling towards tier 2 cities. It is also because of relatively easier cost of living, cheaper cost of living, and also because growth of various factors. For example, there are certain economic and there are certain social factors for the rise of, or rather shifting of, neo middle class towards the tier 2 cities. The first reason in economic class can be rise of entrepreneurship. Okay, it can be because of stand up India scheme, it can be because of startup India scheme, or it can be irrespective of any scheme. People have started towards entrepreneurship, they have accepted business as a preferable profession. Okay, so this shift towards entrepreneurship has increased disposable income, per capita income increased. Okay, entrepreneurship has led to economic growth. Okay, it has also increased the per capita income. Okay, overall economic growth has led to increase in per capita income, which has in turn increased the disposable income. And what is disposable income? It refers to the amount of money that a person is having after removing the basic expenditure, the mandatory expenditure. If you remove, okay, whatever you are left with, that is known as the disposable income. Okay, so disposable income is part of the, has increased because of increase in per capita income. And finally, it is also the digitization and e-commerce related advantages. The growth of e-commerce has to a great extent reduced the commutation stress. Okay, commutation related whatever problems are there, that has been reduced because somebody is bringing that product to your home. Okay, so this e-commerce or digitization has contributed again to the culture of consumption. The culture of consumption has also increased because of the social factors such as urbanization, westernization, or modernization. All these factors have led to conspicuous consumption. Okay, so what is happening is people are ready to spend more and more to display their wealth. Okay, to that has become a status symbol. Okay, how much you are able to show off, that has become the status symbol, and that is contributed from urbanization, westernization, and modernization. Okay, because of all these socio-cultural factors, because someone else is having, so I should also have. Okay, this has led to increased culture of consumption amongst the neo middle class. Okay, plus cost of living, as we discussed, it is relatively less in tier 2 cities, so they are ready to shift to tier 2 cities because the cost of living reduces here, and whatever disposable income they are left with, they are ready to spend it off. Okay, although consumption, the culture of consumption is contributing positively to the economy, okay, this is not a good habit because the investments decrease here. Okay, and if the investments are decreasing, this is not good for the healthy flow of economy. Okay, plus another problem here is the rise in domestic waste, solid waste generation. Okay, we those people who are belonging to the neo middle class or residing in tier 2 cities, they are declaring an equipment, any object, end of life way before its designated time. Okay, so low utility of an object occurs due to early disposal. Okay, let's say a couple having, both the couple having vehicles. Okay, they will sell it off and buy a new one. Okay, they will declare that there are certain problems going on in the vehicle, and they will, instead of getting it repaired, they will change the vehicle. Okay, so overall the product is undergoing low utility, plus it is also leading to excessive solid waste generation because these are vehicles, right? There can be certain other smaller objects, for example phones. Okay, it gets there are certain problems, let's say screen display not working, and it is thrown away. Okay, so it was also leading to solid waste generation. People owning 10 to 12 shoes, 4 to 5 watches, and the utility itself of those objects decrease. Okay, and as we discussed, a display of wealth has become the status symbol. So these are certain negative consequences of the culture of consumption, although it is good for economics that the people are consuming, so production will increase. But over a long period of time, this is not very healthy because we need to think towards investment rather than the culture of consumption. Okay. So with that we conclude this discussion. My sincere request would be, please take down the question, try to write answer on your own on the basis of whatever discussions we are doing here. Okay, after this, once you have to compare your answer, then you can compare it with the model answer. Please let us know if you want the model answer in the comment box. Thank you so much. All the very best.